Why hello there! Today I'll be talking to you about the investment mentality and how the mind really affects what you do. As you may have heard already from other types of mind over matter situations, in this instance it's quite applicable as well. Welcome back to another episode of Money Talk with Hermie! I am your show host Herman, but everyone here calls me Hermie. Money is such a personal topic that a lot of times people are afraid to ask themselves questions or ask for help because they get scared and they don't want to deal with it, thinking that the problem will solve itself. Unfortunately, if you don't take care of your money will be neglected, and who suffers at the end of the day? You. So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with money? Why are you investing? These are some of the basic questions I ask when I meet with clients. I'm not here to criticize or judge or anything like that. For me, it's more like a fact-finding session. A client will give me a lot of information, but I have to reorganize and rejig the information to make sure what is useful for the client or what may not be useful for them. So you need to ask yourself this very important question. Why are you investing? Or rather, you could spin it around, why should you invest? At the end of the day, we all want something. To further that question, what is it that you want out of this? If you're unable to answer these questions, then you might need to go back to the drawing board. Or maybe you don't even know how to answer these questions, which is perfectly fine. Maybe talk to someone you trust, or maybe to another friend. Ask them these questions, see what they're doing, and maybe you could apply it to your own situation. But keep in mind, what other people are doing may not be working best for you. If you are one of those people who are quite indecisive and don't know how to answer these questions, then maybe start with a goal. What do you want your money to do for you? I'm sure you've heard of someone say like,
oh, I have money sitting in my bank account, but it's not really doing anything and it's earning me like 10 cents.
If you are one of those people, and I know some of the viewers out there are one of those type of people, then you need to get moving because money doesn't wait for you. You know that saying, time is money? It can't be more true. Let me use an example that clients give me all the time. I don't really know what I'm doing with my money. I'm starting to earn a larger paycheck now. I want to put some money aside, but I don't know what to do. First things first, I will just go over the couple steps with them. I'll ask them some general questions. Like if they tell me like, oh, I don't really have anything in mind right now, but I really want my money to grow or I want to invest, but I don't know how. We can use their retirement as an example because everyone needs to retire one day, right? So if that was the case, then we can use a very long-term horizon. Depending on the age of the client, then we can work around there. Once we've established what you want, what you desire the most, and your goals, we can move on from there. All this talking back and forth, it's what you need to do to wrap your head around your relationship with money. Because if you cannot establish that, it is very hard for you to make a decision on anything. As I said earlier, time is money. If you cannot establish a decision or establish a goal or a plan, then really you lose at the end of the day.
I need to interrupt you with a very important announcement today. Today's video is sponsored by the like button. Please go down there and smash that like button. Thank you.
Have you ever been told growing up to stop touching things and just to leave it alone? Well, the same thing applies to this. Have a plan and leave it alone. It's like playing in team sports of any kind. You have a plan and you go and play the game to try and win the game. Or perhaps the same thing when you go into work. You have a list of things you need to do to get through the day. Same thing that applies to your money and investing. You make a plan on what your end goal is, and then you stick with the plan. Of course, things change. That's why you need to make incremental changes and adapt to it. But the overall plan doesn't really change that much. I can't stress this enough. If you do not have a plan, you are kind of walking in blind and you are
investing.
Look at all the hype that's happening in the investment world. In the last month or two, there was that GameStop and the whole AMC thing. You know, stocks got pumped up to some absurd valuations and then it came crashing back down. I can guarantee you, some people probably lost their life savings in that hype. If you do not have a plan, you are not investing. You are
Gambling.
I cannot stress the importance of having a plan, because you'll see all sorts of things in the media. Just look at some of the topics. Look at here, look at here, look at this, look at that. It's all the same stuff. Do these people really know what they're talking about? Half the time, no. A lot of it is hype. People will do anything for a headline these days. Another thing I want to talk about is having a long-term horizon. Money really needs time to grow. Do you honestly expect you can get rich overnight? Look at it this way. When you are growing a plant, do you expect the seed to just pop up and have a massive tree overnight? No. It's the same thing with your investments. You put the seedling into your investment vehicle, you consistently contribute to it, you make it into a habit, you make it into a mindset. It's like you waking up making your bed. For those who don't make their bed, then brushing your teeth, for instance. It's the same thing as those. You got to do it consistently, and over time that portfolio will grow. Ignore the noise. It is so easy to be influenced by headlines or peer pressure. Look at it this way. The larger the runway, then it can accommodate a larger aircraft for takeoff. If your investment vehicle is a large aircraft and you're trying to carry as much load and weight as possible, then you really need a longer runway for it to accommodate that aircraft to take off. It's the same investment philosophy here. Over the course of your life, you will experience many ups and downs. This isn't just applicable to your own personal life. This is very applicable to your investment and money life as well. It is important to understand that during these ups and downs, your goal does not change. Using retirement as an example, no one cannot not retire. They will have to retire someday. That's why the goal of retirement stays the same. Everything else, the noise, they'll come and go. Of course, having a plan, you need to be flexible as well. Say if you and your spouse had a child. Do you think the first thing that comes up to your mind is, oh my god, I need to have an RESP. I need to go set up my RSP, sign up for the SIN number, and get that free 20% from the government. Is that the first thing that people think about? I don't think so. I think it's more like,
Oh, I need a baby showers, all the cute clothes I'm gonna buy my kids and whatnot.
if you make it difficult, it will be very difficult. And it's the same thing with investing. As long as you have the mindset to do it and you want to do it, really just train yourself. It's just like any other thing that you do. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you take a shower, whatever you need to do, you put on clothes and you go to work. And it's the same thing with money and investing. You've established a plan, you've established your mindset, you know what you want, you consistently pump money into your investment account and just let it do its thing. For me, money is just a number. It's something that goes up and then it's something that goes down. But let's be real here. Money plays an integral part to any economy in the world. You can't really live without it, but if you have too little of it, it really affects your way of life. So that's it, guys. That concludes my investment mentality video. This video isn't very technical. I kind of wanted to touch base with what happens in the brain. As money, as technical as it is very emotional as well. Money isn't really difficult. But if you make it difficult, as in you put all these subconscious pressure on yourself, it will become very difficult for you to talk about. It'll become very difficult for you to trust anyone who's trying to help you as well. I know growing up as an immigrant family, money wasn't always there. We're not exactly penny pinching, but it was a topic that came up from time to time at the dinner table. If you don't really know what your mindset is, go talk to someone you trust. Come talk to me if you want to. My email is down in the description box below, or you can go talk to your friends. Someone else, if you have someone that you're already working with, go talk to them. There's so much resources out on the internet though. I have to caution you just to be careful. Something that you read on the internet may not always be applicable to your own situation, and you might not know how that applies to you as well. So that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please go down there and hit that like button. It really tells the YouTube gods out there that I'm doing something right. And if you found value in this video, please go down there and hit the subscribe button as well. It'll help out the algorithms and spread this video around who may want to watch it as well. I'll see you guys next time on Money Talk with Hermie. Bye bye.